What are we going to say about that? West Ham United are record breakers. Got to be in it to win it. And I think one man and one man only for that, and that's David Moyes. What an achievement! Wow. 17 games unbeaten in European competitions. What an amazing feat for West Ham. What an amazing feat by West Ham. So proud, man. So proud. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. I'm Anton. I'm absolutely buzzing with life. West Ham beat Freiburg of Germany 2-1 away from home. No West Ham away fans inside the stadium. No fans, no problem. West Ham get the job done in Germany against a difficult side. A very difficult side. A side that been informed the last couple of games in the Bundesliga. Side that finished fifth in the Bundesliga last season as well. But credit where credit is due, and that is to our beloved West Ham. Absolutely buzzing. Keep your comments coming in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, as we are here to talk to you about the 5 things that we learned about the West Ham victory over Freiburg in the Europa League game. Match day 2 of the Europa League as West Ham top the table in group or whatever group it is. Who cares? Anyway, the first point I want to get discussion with you is that we are record breakers. Yes, you have heard me correctly. We are record breakers in the European football. Since I believe it's 1970s, and no other team has done what we have achieved in this game. And what an achievement to think that little old West Ham, who've not had much European football over our modern lives, have now turned up and gone unbeaten in the competition in 17 games in English football. We set a new English record of 17 consecutive European matches unbeaten. What an absolute balling, amazing achievement from us. It means we go one clear of the European record set by Don Revie's Leeds in the 1960s and Bill Nickerson's 1970s Tottenham side and Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. I may as well just end the show right here, right now. Loving life. Loving life. I don't need to say anything else, but we are record breakers. But I do have another point I want to jump onto you about, and that is the fact that, listen, this geezer here, point number 2, Lucas Paqueta is an absolute genius. Now, it's something you all know, and I know, and of course we all know. I'm telling you something now. This guy is special. All we want to do is feed the ball through him. At one point in the game against Freiburg, he had literally 5 or 6 men around him, and he somehow got out of that situation and fed the ball forward for Jared Bowen. Unfortunately, Jared Bowen hit it on a half volley and could not direct that into the back of the net. The guy is everywhere on the park. 89 minutes played, 77 touches, 5 key passes, 50% success rate in his accuracy in his long crosses, and his 75% success rate in his dribble attempts in the game. He won over 50% of his ground duels, only a quarter of his aerial duels, but got involved with his tackling, his clearances, sometimes gave the ball away. But you know what? For the quality of player, for the world-class player that we have in our midst, you can forgive that every now and then. Paqueta is an absolute genius on the football park who creates from sometimes absolutely nothing, and we build this team around this geezer. I absolutely love the man. Paqueta. Follow the Brazilian Magnifico. Next point I want to talk to you about is this man, Konstantinos Mavropanos. For me, this guy's a unit. I really enjoy watching him play. He's like your kind of no-nonsense defender, and I really like that. And I actually think, do you know what? There is a bright future at the club for him at West Ham. He played the full game. He made 4 clearances, 1 block shot. He won nearly 100% of his aerial duels in the game. He had 65 touches. He likes getting his hands, or sorry, not his hands dirty, but his feet on the ball. He likes the ball coming to his feet. 86% accuracy in his passing. He attempts really quite a lot in the game, long balls, and he built up a really nice partnership with Agerd. They had a really strong understanding, and in actual fact, I can see quite a natural progression for Konstantinos Mavropanos. Um, if this trajectory keeps going this way, he could be the new potential partner that could go alongside Agerd if Zuma, depending on Zuma's fitness and moving forward. Because as we know, each year Zuma does pick up a kind of 10-game run of injuries, and that's quite consistent. And Konstantinos Mavropanos has an opportunity to step in and show his worth. So, yeah, what a massive unit. He's huge. He's a geezer. He knows the job. He gets the job done. A couple of times he attempted to dribble going forward. It didn't 100% work, but apart from that, listen, I'm excited about this guy. He's a unit, G unit, and I'll take him every day of the week, and definitely strength and depth, and he shows that with an abundance. As I move on to point number 4, JWP is unplayable. We know this because of the recent stats that are coming out of the game. I've been reading stats all day long, all since that game finished. JWP is a ridiculous human. I believe he has now provided more assists than any other Premier League player across all competitions this season, which is 6 assists. He's been involved in 8 goal involvements. 8 goal involvements in 8 games for West Ham. Just to give you some comparables, Calvin Phillips has only played 6 games for Manchester City and not been effective. And JWP, look what he's done. Look at his stats he does. He is so dangerous in what he does. But you know what? His all-round game is phenomenal. His heat map is phenomenal. 89 minutes in the game, 53 touches, 83% accuracy in his passing. He was successful with 50% of his crosses. He created 1 big chance. He had 2 key passes, 1 shot on target, 1 assist, 3 clearances, 2 interceptions. This is all-round game. He's an unplayable player, and I think a lot of teams do underestimate him, especially in Europe. I clocked that they were constantly giving away fouls. It was as if they weren't reading the game and reading the situation and reading what players West Ham actually had on the park and what our strengths were. And our strengths were set pieces and putting this guy, this weapon, cheat code. I'm going to start calling him cheat code on the ball is ridiculous. It's so effective every single game, and we saw that with his assist for the Agerd goal. Massively deserved from JWP. Plaudit still falls on this man. David Moyes knows what he's doing. I'm telling you that right now. He's putting the little pieces of the jigsaw together. The money he spent, he's buying the right players for the right positions to bring us consistency throughout the team, but also the pieces of the jigsaw. It's not about one player, it's about the full unit, the full squad. And he's just nitpicking away at all these players and finding the right balance within the team. You think of Naif Agerd, bringing him in. Look what the performances he's been doing as of late. Konstantinos Mavropanos, bringing him in. Tilo Kehrer thought had a decent game as well. Edson, James Ward-Prowse in the middle of the park. This team is changing around us, and this team has got players that work together rather than individuals. He has got the jigsaw, and he is putting these pieces together slowly but surely. They've got the right thing going on in the backgrounds. It feels like that. It does feel like that. Don't want to get too carried away, but sometimes why not? Sometimes why not? Because we're 17 games unbeaten in European competition. And this is the man that we need to thank for that. Simple as that. And long may it continue. I always think about when people talk about, fashion and things come back around. So people say, oh, people are dressing like they're from the 60s just now. Flares are back around. Bootlegs back around. Tight cuff trousers around. People wearing caps backwards or whatever. All that sort of stuff. Trends come around. Trends come and go. And I feel like there's always been this constant drive to have this kind of new, unheard of European manager. But finally, Moyes. And you know what? Even as far as saying Roy Hodgson is proving a lot of people wrong. But all I care about is this man. And long may that continue. There are the 5 things that I learned about that wonderful victory over Freiburg. Could have been an absolute disaster. No fans in Germany. under pressure. What an achievement. Love it. Subscribe, like, comment if you're interested in becoming a channel member. Do that as well. Join Russ later on for the player ratings. It's a very interactive show, so get yourself involved. We'll be then straight on talking about Newcastle when we'll bring you the presser later, as well as a late show coming on in the evening. Take it easy, everyone. And of course, come on, you Irons.